lake now while I'm going. I think I'll be okay. Back to Lake Knot.
Order assigned.
Too bad I don't like play. Hey there! Hey there!
Until next time. Weapons restrictions lifted.
One ceramics. Maybe we drop it at an auto paver. Not the way I want to go down. Not that way. Here we go. Nope, 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 nope. This way.
This looks like the way to go.
Here we go. Is that an auto paver or is that a mailbox? That's a mailbox.
Keep on keeping on.
film director. Okay, I got enough cargo right now. I'm just gonna go to Lake Knot. At an auto paver. It looks like it's all over there right now. What happens if I upgrade it? Timefall resistance boosted. I'll say that. Actually, I'll just drop it off here.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam.
Just scraped it.
Delivering cargo. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your contribution.
He's happy.
Keep on keeping on.
Hello? Hello? Shoes are about to wear out.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Name's Sam. Hello.
There's nobody out.
Hello.
We're just gonna take the road. Here they come. Oh boy. You missed. And we made it.
Keep on keeping on. bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
Got some deliveries to make.
Econ keeping up. Econ keeping up.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mr. Lake.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Hey, Sam. Good to see you. Wow, this is way more than we expected. Thank you, Sam.
Man, that was barely anything.
Always a pleasure, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
You know what? I'm gonna go into my room. Read my emails.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Hold on, Sam. Gotta take a picture in the mirror. "32 likes from BB. that's enough. Should also probably take a shower, too.
EX grenade number 0.
And we should use the toilet, too.
EX grenade number 2.
Why is it blue? How you doing, BB? Kojima, you have issues.
You okay?
Okay, let's get our boosted monster. And then we'll head out. Glug, glug, glug. Okay, time for some morning reading. I might be an engineer by trade, but I'm not half bad at painting either. You know, with pens and brushes and all that, learned it all from my mom. With the right tools and enough time, I can faithfully recreate what I see on paper, or whatever elaborate vistas I can envision with my mind's eye. Which got me thinking, what if I made a picture of a BT? I believe what makes them so terrifying is that we don't know what they look like. So if someone with dooms like you could describe what you saw, I could give you words and I could give your words shape and color, and maybe we'll be a little less afraid. It might even be enough to coax a few shut-ins outside for a bit. But even if we can't change them, I know you've changed me. Thanks for everything, Sam. Don't be a stranger. Don't know if you've heard, Sam, but that Porter team's building itself a real reputation. They've taken on their share of dangerous orders and come through without a scratch. Our engineer and elder friends have employed their services, as have folks down in Lake Knot City. It's good to see people putting their faith in honest porters again. Been hearing less talk about Fragile Express collaborating with terrorists because of it, I reckon. There is one downside to all this, I'm afraid. Your blood, Sam. Ain't enough to go around. Not for all the hermetic grenades I've been hoping to churn out. There's just no way to keep up with demand. For now, I've had to restrict the supply. Only folks on the most dangerous runs get to carry them. Clients know the score, but porters still want to work, so there's no easy solution. As far as problems go, though, I'd call this a good one. Evidence of how your hard work's been paying off. In fact, I'd say your blood's just as good at bringing people together as it is at driving BTs away. I remember the Stranding like it was yesterday. Craters all over, inner city comms cutting out, distribution networks shot to hell. Wasn't no local boys to help a fellow out no more, let alone feds. Nope. It was every man for himself. Every man who didn't work for no private courier outfit, that is. Them ones took it upon themselves to keep on delivering the goods folks needed to survive, in spite of the cost, and without hope or expectations of a reward. What good's money that ain't worth the paper it's printed on, after all? Nope. Them private operators had to get by on a thank you here and there and fuck all else. But supplies kept on coming. Sure, a few went mule on us, but that didn't seem to faze the rest none. The country fell apart, then the cities, till all that was left holding the world together was them. And they knew it too. Knew we'd all be screwed without 'em. But they didn't hold it over us. They just kept things moving best they could, for us independents out here and the huddled masses in the cities. Fragile Express and all them others, we owe 'em a hell of a lot. Bridges, though, y'all still got a lot to prove. Let me tell you a story about the good old days, back when the US of A was alive and well, and the world still hadn't gone to hell in a handbasket. We had us a president, said he was fixing to build a border wall to protect the people. And guess where I was born? On the other side of that goddamn wall, that's where. If it went up, I'd be cut off from my family, my friends, and everybody I left behind when I crossed over. Land of the free my ass. Free for some, maybe. And so I got to thinking, me being an immigrant and all, if something happened, wouldn't I be the first on the list for help from them in charge? Would I ever be on that list? Reckon the answer was shit no. So I figured I had to look out for number one. Built me a shelter and got everything ready for life in case of an event. And guess what happened next? Yup, the Stranding. Borders, countries, governments, it's all bullshit. At least that's how it was, and maybe always will be, but if you really believe that their chiral network of yours can bring people together, no matter what walls stand between them, then spread it all over. But you damn well better make sure that you do right by each and every American. Only then can you ask them to do right by the UCA. That's the social contract, and don't you ever forget it. I'm taking a chance on you, Bridges. Not because I believe in you and yours, but because I want to. Don't let me down again. Sam Bridges. Maybe it's just my imagination, but ever since I signed a contract, I'd swear I've seen you at least a half dozen times here or there. Is that your hologram, perhaps? Surely it couldn't have been on every time. Not when you came to see me bearing gifts. Nevertheless, it's hard to believe there's only one of you running around, though it's equally hard to believe that so many others could resemble you so very much. Goodness, could it have been a ghost? Or someone masquerading as you, perhaps? Oh dear, what have I got myself into? Well, you leave me no choice. Next time you come through, bring that Cupid of yours and make me an official member of the UCA. You're the only one doing that for people, correct? That should prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you're really you. those marked with specific for Sam. Orders for Sam marked with that must be completed in order to progress. Other orders that do... Yeah. Riding over wet ground or through water will increase your bike's battery consumption. Higgs Monahan? Why, yes, I know the name. The former leader of a private courier organization, as I recall, which serviced a large region in the West and was instrumental in providing continued support to the people living there. But as we were so far apart, Bridget struggled to maintain any measure of influence over their operations. It probably didn't help that the separatist movement has always enjoyed strong support in that territory. In the wake of growing violence by the demons, we were shocked to learn what Higgs himself was at their head. What to make of this strange development? Why on earth would a man who once commanded a group devoted to American Reconstructionists suddenly pledge himself to the cause of American destruction? His name only compounds the insult. Have you heard of the Higgs particle, also known as the God particle? It is associated with the Higgs field, that which gives all other particles their mass. Without it, atoms would fly apart, and matter would not exist as we know it. In other words, its very presence prevents mindless destruction. Cosmic irony indeed. Oh boy, you want to hear about America? Well, you asked for it. But if you're looking for some rose-tinted bullshit, you've come to the wrong place. I was an immigrant, you see. Nothing special about that. Whole country was built by immigrants. Right off the bat, I could see it wasn't quite the land of the free I'd been led to believe. But for a while there, it wasn't so bad. Even brought into the American dream for a minute. I mean, hell, they let a black guy and a woman take a shot at the presidency, you know. Didn't last, though. Somewhere along the line, people became so damned intolerant. All of a sudden, there wasn't any room for other opinions, or other people, for that matter. We even elected a guy right before the Death Stranding that wanted to build a wall along the whole border, stop anyone like me from coming in. Moving on. Once that talk started up, I reckon that was that. How could I expect a goddamn thing from a country that didn't want me? How could I hope to get by in land where the weak and needy got fucked over for profit and peace of mind? So yeah, I figured holding up in a shelter was the way to go. Didn't know how bad things would get. No one did. But I tell you, if it hadn't been for that single decision, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Just goes to show that the only person anyone can rely on is his own damn self. UCA? Give me a break. You're just pushing the same old bullshit, repackaged into a brand new world. Yeah. People need to come together, not divide themselves. Back before the Stranding, there was all kinds of companies selling all kinds of shelters. Hurricane-proof, earthquake-proof, disease-proof, war-proof, terror-proof. Probably had a recession-proof model, for all I know. Anyway, you could picture it all going to hell. They had a shelter for it. And the guys building them? Military types, astronautical engineers, amateur enthusiasts. Everyone and his uncle was out to make a buck. But if you wanted something that'd actually last, you had yourself 3 solid choices. First, there's your American Survival Shelters units. They were a global military hardware supplier. Used to build big governmental bunkers, nuclear shelters, all that. They started selling to the general consumer right before the Stranding. Damn good timing, huh? Anyway, those babies were the creme de la creme. Next up, you had your Millennium Preppers. They made it big right after a string of terror attacks. Started out selling bank vaults and reinforced containers and the like. Wasn't hard for them to break into the shelter game, and they knew how to build them tough. Then there's your domestic guys. World safety housing. All around affordable, they were. Cheap and cheerful. Well, as cheerful as anyone could be after the Stranding. Still, they did a lot of good for a lot of folk after things went to shit. Let's get out there. Head to the distro.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Should I get rid of some of this stuff? Pear spray, 2 anchors, grenades, which I haven't really used, bola gun. I should at least get another pair of boots. First up. Sure. Here's the memory chip.
What a wonderful gift. Thank you, Sam.
Once in a long, long while.
Thank you for your contribution.
Low Roar's third album, released in 2017, for which Mr. Kojima provided the following endorsement. It's simple, it's acoustic, it's electronic, it's melodious, it's nostalgic, but completely new. And more than anything else, it's beautiful. What's that? The previous album was an amazing piece of work, but this is where zero becomes infinity. Oh, zero, okay. As of this moment, Low Roar can no longer be considered indie music. And nostalgic but completely new also perfectly sums up the spirit of Death Stranding.
Prepped a prototype bot for transport. Now you'll need to take it to the Distro Center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out there.
Let's get to work.
Stand clear. Vehicle ready. Order assigned. Beginning scan. Keeping up. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping up.
Weapons we go. Taking the bridge. There you are. Come on.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons decontaminated soon. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Stretch my legs.
You're Sam Porter then? Been expecting you. We were told you'd help with the bot testing too. But before we get to that, let's see how she's doing. Pretty as a picture. Got nothing bad to say.
Thanks for the roads, everybody. Nothing on delivery time? That was super fast. Oh well.
These bots aren't designed to operate outside the network service area. So let's get the distro center linked up already. And there it is. I'll start prepping for the test. You sit tight and wait for HQ to ring.
Much obliged, Sam. Now the bots can enter the final phase of testing. I designed them myself, you know. My hope is that they'll lighten the load a little bit. Unlike human porters, if one goes down, it won't cause a void out. Before the death of Stranding, scientists used to fret over the singularity, the possibility that someone might create an AI smarter than any human. But it never happened. Machines don't cause void outs. They can't die. They don't have beaches. No matter how far they come, machines will never understand death like we do. And because of that, they'll never truly surpass us. Get on the delivery terminal. I'll walk you through how to use the bots. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things from over here. These autonomous delivery bots are designed to process some orders for you. Simple, run-of-the-mill orders only. Take a look at what's available. Cargo transported by a bot is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out.
Unfortunately, the Elder doesn't have any roads up to his house. Good luck, little guy.
Now we wait for the delivery bot to reach its destination. As of today, there's just one, but if the test succeeds, we'll move ahead with mass production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to slap together another delivery bot for field testing. You can decide how to use this one. Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back and beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too. Head for the private room. Go on.
Your work is great.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you? Way my dad made it sound, we were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and I didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You telling me that?
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind. So I did everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the city. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now? I'll be there for you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
Yeah, I know, Sam. First, we gotta drink up. Oh, never mind. How's BB?
Tired, huh?
Okay, I'll let you sleep then. Hey! Halfway there.
How you doing, baby? Hey, baby.
Boop, boop. Okay. Let's check our mail. I used to have this prepper friend, an older guy, who'd always talk about how the good old days before the Stranding. 3D printing was all the rage, apparently, and the tech could be used to spit out pretty much anything you could think of, even the most complicated stuff. Didn't take long for the first gun to be printed. All you had to do was input the right data, and you had yourself a firearm. People didn't think much of it at first, just kids messing around and all that. But it didn't stop there. Printed guns became printed bombs, and printed bombs became printed nukes. Illegal as hell, of course, but the government couldn't do anything to stop it. If you've got no idea who's packing a nuke, the best course of action is to make sure you're packing one yourself, right? That's how people thought back then, anyway. Mutually assured destruction for every honest citizen. People saw enemies everywhere. Terrorists, sleeper cells, all that shit. And then there was an explosion. The Death Stranding had nothing to do with nukes, of course, but people were pretty quick to jump in the wrong conclusion. Almost everyone assumed it was terrorism. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, this old-timer, he didn't want anything to do with other people. He just wanted to shut himself up in a shelter and be left alone. He was scared. Everything that came before had led to a world filled with weapons. I could see where he was coming from, thinking society and government were doomed to fail. But I'm more optimistic. As long as we remember the mistakes of the past as we strive for a brighter future, I believe we can prevent another explosion. Guess what I'm saying is, I'm fully aware of the risks, but I think we've got to give the UCA a shot. Yep, the bot is good to go. We're putting it through some field tests within the network system area. Should have the results before long. Delivery efficiency within a given region is expected to improve following a successful Cupid connection as well. No, that won't be a problem. The bot's just a cargo carrier. Human input is required to accept codes and set coordinates. Drone syndrome shouldn't be a factor. And singularity? Not a chance. Well, think about it. AI doesn't die. It might get upgraded or replaced, but that's not all comparable to death. So it has no reason to fear it, you see. The concept is completely foreign, incomprehensible. Death comes to all living things, but only humans have the capacity to understand the implications, to imagine what it means to no longer exist. That's one limitation AI won't ever overcome. That's the reason it won't ever surpass human intelligence.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders. Higgs set Fragile up.
Eavesdropping again?
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Chiral network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Take you with my thanks.
Level 2. Durability and impact resistance have been enhanced, reducing the damage caused by both the wearer and all the cargo by any bumpy landings. I command would expect them to serve. Okay, so better boots.
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
Dang. Standard orders can be assigned to autonomous delivery bots. One order can be assigned to each bot. If all your bots already have orders, then new orders cannot be assigned. Off you go. Weather station, huh?
Your objective is to head to the bridge's weather station and connect your Cupid. You'll also need to install a chiralium gauge.
The gauge will measure fluctuations in chiral density much more precisely. We'll be able to provide more accurate forecasts for timefall and other phenomena. Timefall and elevated chiralium levels have a strong correlation with BT activity. So, installing this gauge will help us to help you and others like you.
I'm gonna stay around here first, because I want to find something for the collector.
Keep on keeping in scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Director. Yeah, we're just gonna drop these off. And this is probably a good place for me to end for the night, so... drop these off.
Keep on keeping on.
He's happy.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying IDs. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
So you made it. I gotta hand it to you. Not many guys out there who can do what you do. Well, take care of yourself.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.